We are now.
I'm gonna do my good morning.
There we go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are thee?
Good morning, blood and beans. Turn on movie, don't mind me.
If there is mic issues this time, I do apologize. I'm trying to get them worked out. I believe it's the cord that hooks up to my microphone. So if it cuts out, I hopefully will notice it relatively quickly. And we'll go from there. Good morning, all. Happy Sunday. Happy Christmas time. I am very much still waking up. I was up till, geez, I didn't go to sleep till 5 o'clock in the morning.
That's late. That's very late.
It's very late. It was today. It was very much today. I was up late with Mom and Lilith and Somber, and we had a Santa sleigh marathon.
Yeah, basically. Literally slaying.
It was a Santa sleigh marathon. We watched Rare Exports and finally convinced both of them, Somber and Lilith, to watch Rare Exports. And
Good movie.
yes, good morning, Emily. How are you?
Good
Happy
morning,
Sunday.
Emily.
It's actually my favorite Christmas horror movie.
Yeah,
is Rare Exports, and it's Finnish. So
we watched it so many times we barely have to read the captions. It's hilarious.
yeah, so the whole thing, well, most of it, like 90% of the movie has to be read. And I'm not a big fan of reading subtitled movies. Like, it's got to be a good movie if it's subtitled, and this one certainly passes that bar.
Oh, it surpasses most of them.
I love it, and because I loved it so much, and they actually watched it, Lilith and Somber both loved it so much that they finally, I believe, started taking my word for things. Sorry, the cats are knocking things down. I think they finally started to believe me when I said, hey, you should watch this. Let me just turn this down a little bit more. Sorry if the music's a little loud. Because then I posted a link for A Christmas Horror Story with William Shatner. And Lilith's not even the biggest fan of William Shatner. So, again, I was like, it's not as good as... I like this movie. I definitely consider it a must-watch, but it's not as good as Rare Exports, but it's absolutely fantastic. And Christmas Horror Story.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
With William Shatner.
Yeah, I like that. Of course, I like William Shatner.
Lilith says he has found his brand new favorite Christmas horror movie because of that movie. And Somber, he was really loving it. It was like the last 10 minutes on his end of things, and I stopped hearing from him. And I'm pretty sure that he passed out. A Christmas Horror Story or Rare Exports, Emily? I think you and I were talking about Rare Exports before. It's the whole thing that's like in Finnish or Swedish. I can't tell which.
Swedish and Finnish.
Yeah, they can speak both, but I don't know what the movie
I
is
looked it
in.
up. It was Swedish and Finnish.
Okay, it's a mix of Swedish and Finnish.
They can understand each other.
So, yeah, if, like, you don't know that movie, or... Hey, Fuzzy, how are you? Sorry about the ads. It shouldn't give you ads during the stream. Maybe when you just start it. They shouldn't give you the ads during the stream. If they do, I'm definitely demonetizing streams.
They don't.
Okay, no, Lilith is correct. Lilith has always listened when I've said, go watch this. But that's, yes. But whether or not Lilith has always been the part that's up for question. Like, willingness is there, but not always. But I think Rare Exports, when they both finally sat down to watch it, they were like, oh, okay, this is what I've been missing out on. And they were a little more prone to, like, take me at face value for my next suggestion, which apparently was also a very good suggestion. So, and no, I have not watched The Greats yet. Have not watched Rudolph. Have not watched Frosty. I have not watched the original cartoon Grinch movie. I have not watched 2016 Krampus. I haven't watched the Silent Night, Deadly Night remake, and I have not watched Black Christmas. The last three are going to be held for the Christmas party that's coming up this Saturday. Holding a Christmas party on my Discord.
Whoop, whoop,
There,
parties.
woot parties.
Parties. Whoop.
There's already is a channel in the server called Christmas Party 2022. It's actually the same as the Halloween party. I just changed the name. I'll be posting links there for movies, free links. So you don't need Netflix, you don't need Hulu, you don't need Disney Plus, you don't need anything. All you gotta do is click the link and watch the movie, and it works for both mobile and it works for desktop. I believe somebody is here.
Somebody is breaking into our house.
Oh wow, I already got that off.
The neighbor is here.
Hello, neighbor.
Hello, good morning. We are live.
Special Butter Beans featuring our neighbor.
Guest appearance.
Guest appearance. Sabian's neighbor.
Our savior to our water heater.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Emily, for clarifying. If there was ads running throughout the stream, like while it was live, this would make me upset because I've never seen that happen before. So cool, cool. All right, cool. Thank you, Fuzzy, for reconfirming. It's but yeah, you do need to start watching some Christmas movies. Never seen Anna and the Apocalypse, but OG Frosty, and I love Krampus. Krampus, though, I'm saving for the Christmas party. Like I said, though, yeah, you don't need any links or anything like that. You click the link, and it pulls up on mobile and desktop, and it's actually been confirmed on both ends that it does work. So if you guys do want to stop by. Now, I guess on mobile, you probably won't be able to watch and text in the Discord. So that's true. There are microphones, so we'll be also VCing. I usually have myself muted while the movie is on, so I'm not bothering anybody else. But if I hear anybody else talking or something like that, I will gladly unmute myself. I think the first Halloween party we did, like, everybody was unmuted just about the entire time, except for, like, when they weren't talking, because everybody was eliminating background noise and stuff like that. But we talked through all the movies, and then when the Halloween party this past October, like, everybody would talk on VC until the next movie was on. And everybody muted and started texting. And either way is fine. It was actually a lot of fun, either way. And I did post a couple of drink recipes in the Halloween or the Christmas party portion of the Discord as well. So yes, I would imagine it would be. But again, I mean, that is if you're in, if you can VC, go for it, You can do your talking and watch the movie and enjoy. We'll see you shortly?
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah.
He's making Seamus. He's going to make Seamus breakfast now.
What did you say, about 1 o'clock or so?
Yeah, 1 o'clock, I'll be taking a ride.
Alright, that's cool.
All right, man.
See you then.
Later. I have to go get a part for my hot water heater, which blew a hose last night. So he's gonna come over and fix it because plumbing is not really my deal. Good morning, Manny. How are you? Happy Sunday.
People, man.
And good morning, CCG. I don't know if you heard me earlier or not, but just wanted to also just say good morning.
He's a nice neighbor to be fixing our hot
Yes,
water
he
heater.
is. Big
Our hot
props.
water heater kind of did a thing. Shiloh woke up dead. Then I got woke up. And then I called, of course, my plumber. And then it was just a cracked pipe.
buddy.
Okay, microphone's back. Told you it could happen from
Probably
time to
got it.
time, so I do apologize. But I caught it really quickly.
Shrimp ramen. Get out of that bed.
Apparently, Sabian needs a new microphone cord for Christmas. It works fine for narrating. Like, it does cut out, like, if I bump it or something like that, but, like, I gotta bump it or move it or whatever. As long as I don't do that, it works fine. I can sit back there for an hour and a half and read 33 pages of stories, and the microphone is fine. But I do one blood and beans, and the thing starts crapping out. So, I do apologize for the microphone. I thought I had it handled, but possibly not.
When he used to call me, he didn't tell me he's coming home. Like, I would make sure at that time I would definitely boot up the computer because I knew it would not be done when he like if it was like halfway when he came home. This computer's very
Mr. Moleculation? Yeah, no, Fuzzy. It's not you. It was my microphone. And I'm pretty sure I caught it pretty quickly, though. Like I said, I don't know. But I do have my OBS up first and foremost, overlaid over top of everything. Thank you very much, Lilith. This is why mods are needed.
Ow.
Oh, and if you hear Mandalorian in the background, that's probably going to get me very much demonetized, or at least this video demonetized. And B, Star Wars is Christmas. I don't care what anybody says.
It's Mando, but I mean still.
Mando's Christmas, man. Star Wars be Christmas. Christmas
Your
be
wife
Star
came
Wars.
right out and put it on.
I know. The wife came right out and put it on. I have not heard of these iceberg charts. Oh, no, I have. I've heard of, like, you know, the Mario 64 iceberg and stuff like that. And it gets more obscure the further you go down. And it's, yeah, they're like lore.
What?
Well, not all of them are modern. I guess you could just say general lore compilation videos, but sure. They're interesting.
I think they're better than the lore ones because they add like more
Yes.
details.
I mean, honestly, I don't mind the Star Wars Christmas special because it's Star Wars. Is it bad? Yes, it's absolutely
Star Wars
terrible.
has a Christmas special?
We'll watch it. It's bad.
Oh.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
And it's got Harrison Ford and Mark Hamill and Chewie's in it. There we go. Maybe now it'll work. Kind of adjusted a couple more things. We'll see. Take it easy, Manny. Thank you guys for keeping me up on that. I don't know what it is about the tower. It just works better with the laptop. And last week I didn't have this problem at all.
Nope.
So, like,
No, it was fine.
honestly, what the hell? But Mandalorian actually mentions Life Day. The Star Wars Christmas special
Oh, I thought it was gonna be Hope for
is
Life Day.
is canon. It's canon, whether you like it or not. How it doesn't matter how bad it is. The Star Wars Christmas special is canon because they mention Life Day in the Mandalorian.
And they wanted to go from that. Disney wants to just franchise just about everything they can get their hands
That's because
off
Disney
of
doesn't
Star
have any
Wars.
original ideas.
I was just
They're
going to
literally.
say that.
I don't know how many of you have ever seen Seinfeld. I'm sure quite a few. It was one of the most popular shows on television.
That's
But I don't remember if you remember the episode or not where Jay Peterman he was buying Kramer's stories, like his life stories, because he didn't have any more interesting stories to tell for his magazine or whatever, so he wanted to buy Kramer's stories. And then Kramer sold them, but he wasn't allowed to like tell his own stories anymore. It was actually really funny. That's Disney. Disney is Jay Peterman. They don't have any original freaking ideas, so they're just going around buying everybody else's ideas instead. And then obviously completely screwing them up because they don't have very much creativity. They really just need to give like Dave Filoni run over there. And I'm not saying like he's the Star Wars god, because he's definitely created some continuity errors as well. It's like with the Ahsoka novel and stuff like that. Especially with a universe that expansive. But like when you have the opportunity to go back and make something from a book, which is supposed to be canon, and turn it into a live action or a cartoon, something you can watch like a movie, you would think that if it's supposed to be canon, that if you have creative license, that you would just adapt that other person's work. But instead, he changed a few things, and notable things, and there's no reason for it except for like, I just want to do your work over. So I'm not saying Dave Filoni is like the most best creator in the whole world, but he's probably the best creator Star Wars has at the moment, and he's really good. He is good. I do like the guy. A lot of what he makes is good Star Wars as compared to like,
I like Mandalorian. I like Bad Batch, but I mean, I love
Bad Batch.
I will have to say though, my favorite Star Wars anything is the 3 movies we grew up with.
The trilogy.
The original trilogy?
Yeah.
Because we didn't grow up with the original trilogy.
And I love
you and I grew up with the prequels.
Back and remastered it, put some more stuff into it, got rid of the Vaseline on the camera.
I mean, I kind of grew up with the original trilogy too. They were my older brother. He grew up with the original trilogy, and he got me into them. I kind of grew up in this space where the original trilogy was already out, and everybody loved them, so we watched them on like TV and VHS. And then like in the 90s, the prequels came out. So I existed in like a space where there was, and my wife too. She's only a year and a half younger than I am.
I am 40 years old, and I am proud of it.
We existed in a space where we didn't really grow up with either of the Star Wars trilogies. And we did grow up a little bit with they didn't come out when we were kids.
No, they didn't come out.
They were already
schooled.
Yes, but you were schooled, but then the prequels came out when you were in high school, when you were a teenager.
I didn't watch any of them.
But those are
at that point.
I liked them. I was really excited.
I did not see them until I met you. Over 16 years
Oh
ago.
my god, the Bad Batch is just another season of the Clone Wars, and yes, it is very much like an extended it's a Clone Wars spinoff, there's no doubt about it.
But
it's great though. I love Bad Batch, and you're fucking right, Emily. Rebels,
Wrecker is awesome. I love
Boba
Rebels.
Fett show was, wouldn't say it was trash.
No,
didn't love it like I liked the other series.
Which one?
Book of Boba Fett. But
I
liked it. Definitely had a lot of flaws, and the best part of the Book of Boba Fett was the Mandalorian season 2.5. Seeing Ahsoka, interact with Luke, and Grogu training with Luke, and those were like the highlights of the season for me, which kind of sucked because it wasn't even about Boba Fett, which is why I wasn't the biggest fan of Boba Fett. I think that show could have been handled better, but I don't hate it. But everybody has their opinion, and that's perfectly fine. And you're talking about the woman who plays Fennec Shan. She's an absolute total badass. She does all her own stunts. She's like a 5th degree black belt martial artist. She's an absolute badass. I would not want to fight the actress that plays Fennec Shan. She'd beat the shit out of me.
Also the gymnastics. Okay, I'll go out in my sneakers. Thank you. Oh, I gotta go to the stairs.
Okay.
It's getting late.
We have snow. Oh my goodness, it's December. Who'd have thunk it?
It's late. It's late.
Really? It's December 11th. Sometimes it doesn't snow till
I'm
January.
used to having snow on my birthday, and that's November 8th.
Then why do you complain when it snows on Thanksgiving or on Halloween, which is 8 days before your birthday?
Why do I complain? Because I gotta put shit underneath my
But you act surprised. You're like, it's snowing on Halloween, but you're used to it snowing literally the following week.
I don't know.
I don't.
I got used to climate change.
Wife logic.
There is
Women,
several
am I right?
objects I can
Women,
throw.
am I right?
I say it. We're just. I think I'm gonna have my dinner poisoned later.
Spaghetti.
Yeah, I can't remember her name either. But she's awesome. I like Tamora Morrison. Like, he's a really good actor. He played every single clone. Like, you know, he has to have like all these different personalities, and he's just one dude. I like what he did. They
Rex.
really do have, well, the guy who plays Rex, Boba Fett, Jango Fett, every
Yeah.
clone in the clone. It's one actor. There's not really.
We were selling Bad Batch, so that's why I said.
Well,
Rex.
right now I'm talking about Book of Boba Fett, but yeah, I like him. It really does have a lot of good actors in those shows. I think the worst part of the Book of Boba Fett was the stupid Vespa gang. They definitely could have done without that story arc. I didn't mind the Tusken Raider thing. I really didn't. I don't think it presented like a good enough reason as to why Boba Fett turns noble. Like, I think they could have done that
He
a
didn't
little
turn
bit
noble.
better. Well, he kind of did. He definitely was more noble than he was when he was back in the days of the Empire Strikes Back.
No. You use the buttons, you make the buttons.
Yeah, he did.
do buttons,
He's
and then you
a really big advocate for Star Wars, for good Star Wars,
Yep.
and he was not happy with the Book of Boba Fett. He's like come out publicly, very much so, and stated it. Like, they didn't do a lot of things that they thought that he should have done. He felt that he had his helmet off way too much, and I agree with that.
Yeah, he should have.
Like, Boba Fett should have looked like freaking Boba Fett through most of the show. I'm glad that the actor got some FaceTime and stuff, but like, he's been every single clone. He's had plenty of FaceTime. Let Boba Fett be Boba Fett. So I mean, there are issues with the show I wasn't happy with. I also think the Pike Syndicate could have been portrayed as a little bit stronger, not just like a random dozen or two half bumbling thugs.
Alright, well, we're done.
Yeah, I didn't like some of the choices made with the Boba Fett character, but for the most part, a lot of it I did like. I did like the whole Tusken Raider thing. And I will say, like, because of that, I mean, let's face it, that's like half the show. Half the show is Boba Fett hanging out with the Tusken Raiders and learning how to become, like, you know, this native of Tatooine deserts, and having all these flashbacks about, you know, and then had like some Return of the Jedi stuff in there, and I don't know, I liked it. I feel one of the biggest missed opportunities is they didn't have Harrison Ford. They should have had Han Solo in the Book of Boba Fett show.
They killed him.
No, he wasn't. That was in the sequel trilogy, which hadn't happened. You need to check your timelines. Book of Boba Fett is before Han Solo. Han Solo dies 30 years after Return of the Jedi. Book of Boba Fett takes place 5 years after Return of the Jedi. So 25 years before Han Solo dies. Sorry. Educating pockets. Get your Star Wars timelines correct here. I'm wondering, what's that scraping noise? There it is, pockets doing the snow off the steps.
Unsnowing the...
She's unsnowing. We
Reverse
snowed
snow.
and then we
The snow is
unsnowed.
going back into
Reverse
the
the snow.
sky.
Reverse it.
It's going back into the sky.
She's throwing it up into the air.
Whee!
She's saying, listen, I'm sick of this snow. I'll put some of it over here, and I'm going to throw the rest up in the air. Whatever God wants, he keeps. And then God keeps it all, because God actually wanted the snow. He spilled it on accident.
What is this quesadilla? What is this, like, fanfic happening in your brain?
Fanfic of how we only have snow on Christmas.
But we never have snow. That's like literally.
Sometimes, yeah, we really. It's been
the only
you've
day
been
we
born.
don't have snow.
See, in my entire
I eat the snow.
my entire lifespan, we've had snow about half the time on Christmas.
That's because
about
you
50-50.
on a mountain.
For you, it's been like 20% of the time.
I just get
Yeah,
sod.
it's usually wet on Christmas. Here.
Merry
Usually.
Christmas. Here's your rain.
And again, not all the time.
So there was one time it was like all pretty and snowy and cold, and it was good and cold.
The best one, the rare one, is when you get your first real good snow on Christmas Day, like Christmas Eve and then through Christmas morning. You know that first snow when everything's like sticks to all the branches on all the trees and everything looks like the ice wonderland from Secret of Mana, and it's just absolutely gorgeous outside. When that happens on Christmas, that's perfect.
That's when the day's good.
That's a good Christmas
That's
morning.
quality Christmas. My Christmas morning routine typically is like I wake up before the parents. I sit there.
Typically wake up before the parents. That's an understatement.
I wake up like an hour or two before the parents, and then I get bored of waiting, and then I wake them up, and I'm like, get the honk up, it's Christmas.
She's been doing this since she was 4 years old. I remember when you got that Hatchimal, and we recorded it, and you had it on your YouTube channel, and then you deleted all your videos.
You have them all on the tower still.
Maybe under your profile.
We
I
could
can't
like
find
break
them.
into the files.
I can, actually, from this end of things. I might find them so I can re-upload some. No, not those were great videos when you were little and you were like trying to get your Hatchimal to hatch on Christmas morning.
I was about ready
That
to
was
throw that thing into the
adorable.
wall.
It
I
was.
wanted that thing to hatch now.
Shiloh, like I said, told them Shiloh deleted them, but she gave me an idea how it might be. If they're still on the tower under her profile, I can still reach into her profile from mine.
They might even still be on Mom's or even yours.
Not on mine. My profile has been new. It's been wiped. It copied and stuff like that. I've had stuff maybe somewhere, but I'm trying to get gems in Yu-Gi-Oh! So I can get more stuff. Good morning, Somber. How are you?
Morning, Sumbith.
You conked out on us last night, buddy. I don't know when you fell asleep. I'm guessing right towards the end of Christmas Horror Story.
Arson stick. I mean lighter.
That's my educated guess
Them
anyway.
cookies kicked your ass, huh?
Cookies are amazing.
So are the ropes.
I want
I like
Santa
those.
loves cookies.
non-cookies. I want non-high
Well, if
cookies.
Santa was eating
I
those
want
cookies,
non-high cookies.
I want non-high cookies.
If Santa was eating those cookies while going around the world, he may have like missed a few houses or some shit like that.
No, Somber City is gonna crash right into little Timmy's house. That's why he posted that thing in the
Screw you,
Discord
little
last
Timmy.
night. That's why he posted that on Discord. Oh,
That's
holy shit! That's what he posted. That's,
I'm not
I know,
constantly in the
but I'm
Discord
giving you
channel.
context now. That's why he posted that. He was being Santa crashing into little Timmy's house.
I used to.
Bye-bye, little
No, I did. Started the okay. So you did. You started the third movie. So you did finish the second one. All right. Yeah,
Good. Good.
just started
Good.
Silent Night and Deadly Night. We watched the original last night, 1984. Silent Night, Deadly
personally did
Night.
not like it.
I love that
I like the
movie.
remake.
The remake I like better. Like I really like the remake.
I like the remake better. Yeah.
Like I like the original a lot, but like I do like the remake better, and that's that's a very rare instance for me.
I don't see how you can like the remake better.
The Silent Night,
Or
Deadly Night.
I don't know how you can really like the
Original, because the original's got an excellent story to it, and I really like how they went into the psychosis of like how he became a serial killer. Like they did a really good job with it for a movie made in 1984 on what was obviously a pretty low budget. But yeah,
Yeah.
love the remake.
It was a low
But
budget, but they did what they could with it. with what
we
they
are
got.
going to watch the remake, like I said, this coming Saturday. I do have my 3 picked out. I mentioned them earlier. We're going to watch 2016 Krampus. We're going to watch Silent Night remake. And then we're going to watch Black Christmas. Because it is a tradition. Hey, Kim, it has been a while. How are you? Happy Sunday. How you been? Merry holidays. Happy holidays. Happy December-ween. It really was. See, Emily agrees, and she likes the original better. So, I have to, I definitely can see the point. Yes, I agree. I'm not a big fan of, the remakes in comparison to the original, but the first remake has some really good gore effects, and it does have a decent story. It's not as good as the original, but the remake to Black Christmas is pretty good. You're all family now. I love that movie. Again, third movie can be up for debate. If you guys don't want to watch Black Christmas, we could always pick out a different movie. But I'm standing firm on the Silent Night remake and Krampus 2016. But I did pick out Black Christmas because basically the gore effects and does a really good job of being a Christmas horror movie. I mean, chewing on chunks of flesh as Christmas cookies and eating people's eyeballs. And I mean, it's just not Christmas without a decapitation or two.
To nurse and protect. I love that droid. I'm sorry.
Pockets is commenting on Mandalorian.
I do. I love that nurse droid. He's hilarious when he shoots the 2 stormtroopers and he looks down at Grogu and goes, "I'm sorry you had to see that."
I'm not doing too bad. I had a pretty rough week last week, but I'm moving forward, and I very luckily have all my Christmas money put aside. So we're all going to have a nice Christmas.
I'm on fire. I don't know why I said that.
Careful, that's all the butter we got.
Well, careful, the bread is leaving me and crumbling into 7 different pieces, okay? So...
I'm okay with these options. OG Black Christmas 7 I did when I remake, and Krampus I would suggest people check out Anna and the Apocalypse. It's a fun Christmas zombie musical. That does sound fun. Emily says you're funny.
What?
Emily says you're funny.
Why? What did I do?
I don't know, you said something funny.
Okay. Thank you.
See, unfortunately, there's a 30-second delay, and
My brain's
You'd
a
have
60-second delay.
you'd have to I don't know. I don't remember things 30 seconds after they happen.
I do.
You gotta remember,
Yeah, but I can remember shit from
there's some THC
1996.
flying around this house, and Blood and Beans is the most casual stream ever. So
Excuse
information's just in and out, man.
Excuse them, people.
I'm
they're
like a
old.
wind tunnel.
I feel like I'm 6 years old again, not having glasses.
Okay, goddamn speech to text. That's supposed to say OG Black
Get 'em
Christmas,
up.
Silent Night, Deadly Night remake, and Krampus. Okay, I mean if you're cool with them, that's fine. That's fine. Again, I don't want to suggest movies. People no, not a good party. Definitely want to capture a vibe for the Christmas party, and I do encourage everybody to post a picture in your ugliest Christmas sweater that you have available. Maybe a Santa hat if you've got one. I know we did costumes for the Halloween party, so I figured ugly sweaters for the Christmas party.
I can't find my naughty and nice hat.
I
And I
don't
forgot
have
my
one.
hats one.
I need a new Christmas sweater. I don't have one anymore.
I did already.
We'll probably go to that. Remember, we found those really cool ones, and they're only $1, but we found those really cool ones
I
at the
still
clearance
have mine,
store.
and it's not ugly. It's like used.
I know,
you
it's
said,
cute.
It's cute.
It's cute as hell. I
I love
actually
mine.
kind of wish you knew where it was.
I know where it is. Like I told you a month ago, and then I told you last week.
Well, why aren't you wearing it?
Because I just don't want to yet.
It's Christmas time. Pockets looks adorable in her Santa gear. I like dressing my wife up in Santa stuff. She looks like one of those Santa baby dancers.
Santa elf.
Do you guys ever just give up on using the knife to butter the bread, so you just end up using your finger? 'Cause
Never
that's what's
done that.
happening right now. I'm doing that. You haven't?
No.
Could you not finger the butter?
I'm not
You-
fingering the butter.
I'm not fingering the butter. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's weird what you say when you're a fucking parent.
I
Okay?
was hoping somebody on Etsy
Okay,
would
but
make a
that's
real
not
life
what
version
that's
of
not.
Jill's sweater from Dead by Daylight, but no luck yet. I mean, Etsy's a really good place,
I
so
was
like
just
I
gonna say
imagine
that
it's
too.
gonna happen. If it's not yet, somebody will. There's so many things on Etsy, it's ridiculous. There's sometimes I'll go to Etsy, I'll type in Nintendo, and I'll just browse for hours. And just all the cool like Nintendo stuff, Mario pillows and Secret of Mana posters
Yes,
and
of course I do.
shadow boxes.
Etsy's just cool.
I love RG units.
I do love me some Nintendo on Etsy. If I had a bigger game room,
Oh, if only. We'd be Etsy's #1 supporter.
It's the way.
this is the way.
Tis the
He doesn't want, he's hurt. He doesn't want to take it. It's the part where he's really hurt and he doesn't want to take his
I know.
helmet off.
It's the end of season 1.
So he lets the droid do it.
Hi, bread.
Hello. I gave up on spreading the butter, so now it's just like one bean.
No, it's just a glob in the middle.
No, well, kind
Shiloh,
of.
you'll never be a caper.
But I will be a bread eater.
Is that why you're rising? Get it? East?
No,
The
I don't.
Munchkin found her Locust Lake hoodie. Took her forever to find it, but she found it last night, so I'm pretty happy about that.
It's
And
a-
again,
it-
too,
it's a
if the music's too loud, please let me know. The tracks all have different noises, like levels. So if it's too loud, just be like, Sabian, turn down the freaking music. Or turn it up, I can't hear it. Right now, I actually think it's probably too low.
Music! There you go.
This is the way.
Turn it up a bit.
I just woke
Gotta
everybody
crank up
up.
the Christmas.
I just woke everybody up. Everybody is just alive now.
Also wanted to get a Julie Legion mask, but so far nobody made that one. But they have one for Frank, Susie, and Joey. What the hell? Yeah, that seems a little biased to me. What the hell, indeed.
What the heck?
Thank you, Grogu.
What the heck is wrong?
I have Grogu onesie pajamas. I
Yes.
got the backpack. I got the
Anytime you see
floppy.
anything Grogu and you're
I
like,
got
ooh,
the
I want that, Dad's
little
like,
doll.
okay.
I got the big one. I get
Happy
my,
wife, happy life.
I love my
You're a
backpack.
sim.
I take my backpack
Happy
everywhere.
wife, happy life.
Father, you
man.
are a sim.
Whatever. It is what it
I
is.
get a lot of compliments when I wear my
I
Grogu
try my very
backpack.
best to keep my wife happy because when you move out, Monica and Sabrina completely forget about me. And I've got nobody left in the world because they've all just gone away or died.
And you're just left with me.
I'm still gonna
And
hear.
only person I'm
just
gonna
probably
have,
be like Georgia or
but
something.
no, only person I will have in my life, in my house every day, until one of us kicks the bucket, is your mother. So I
You
consider
just
it
made that sound
a
so cheerful.
retirement investment. No, it's a. I don't know. Pockets did not find that funny. She found that insulting. Guess, okay, here, tip of the day. Don't call your wife a retirement investment.
I feel like that goes without saying.
It was a joke.
No! Stop
Don't
it!
touch any wires over there.
Mother just threw a duck at Father.
She throws things at me. She
threw a
hits
duck
me.
at her.
Yeah.
She hasn't poisoned my food yet. She is slightly abusive.
Shut up. I'm not slightly abusive.
I am.
I just know who I'm going to be spending the rest of my life with. And I know it's in my best interest to keep that individual happy.
You're gonna have to keep me sane first.
Whatever, we'll go crazy together. I'm cool with it.
Father, you're already crazy.
Fuzzy's laughing his ass off.
The father is already insane.
I'm
There's
already
no sanity to be had.
predisposition for Alzheimer's or dementia.
Like I said, we'll go crazy together.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
halfway
smart,
there.
buddy.
I'm halfway there. Wow!
Squidward on a chair. Sorry, we vibe over
Take
here.
my hand, you'll make it, I swear. Whoa.
Squidward on a chair.
Well, that was a joke. It was meant to put you at ease.
We're amazing.
Shiloh and I have things.
Yup.
We have inside things. So sometimes, when you tune in live.
Mayonnaise. On escalators. Going upstairs, so see you later.
Why is mayonnaise on an escalator?
Because it's going upstairs, so see you later.
Well, at least it's not going on my sandwich.
He doesn't like mayonnaise.
I don't.
I love mayonnaise.
Somber's like, what the hell was that? It was Squidward on a chair.
It's the best song since 1983.
It's totally had its cover redone by Six Pack of Success.
Exactly. You should check out on the album Triumphant Tapestry.
That's right, Triumphant Tapestries. It's their number one hit.
Okay, you're not getting any more of this.
We are. I haven't had any.
Memes.
We stand L meme.
The poor child. I made everyone. We put on Rare Exports last night after A Muppet Christmas Carol. That was the first one we all watched together here in the Lockhart household. But when I put on Rare Exports, I made everybody a special cup of my special hot cocoa, which is hot cocoa mix or cocoa powder and sugar, and then if you used hot cocoa mix, use more cocoa powder and sugar. If all you have is the cocoa powder, just double it up. Take a candy cane, peppermint, crush it, put that in with the mix, put a thing of instant coffee into the mix, and then hot water and milk, boiling water, and then half water, half milk. Milk will kind of cool it down to a drinkable level. Obviously, I usually just put the boiling water in first, stir everything around, get the candy cane melted and all that stuff. Then I, fill the rest up with. And poor child is lactose intolerant.
Definitely.
So I asked her, I said, do you want it just with water? I don't have to put milk in it. I can do just water. She says, no, you can put a little bit. Just do a little because it's amazing with milk. So I did. Just put, maybe a sixth of a cup in her cup of milk of hot chocolate. And she's like, oh my God, this is amazing with coffee. She absolutely loved it. And after a minute of drinking it, she had to put it down. She automatically felt queasy. And she just looked awfully sad because there was this delicious drink. She couldn't drink any of it.
So many Mandalorian soaps.
Oh, the poor kid. Tortured by hot cocoa.
It was upsetting. That's what the Discord's gonna do to me, man.
But I do
They're not gonna. Ugh.
I do make some Ned Flanders style cocoa. Like I make Christmas elves jealous.
So she's going to go and salvage all of the dead Mandalorians.
We're talking about Mandalorian.
And then
Yes, I know, and I thought we actually had some almond milk in the fridge, but we were out, so we weren't able to do that.
Can you get almond milk?
So, yeah, it was a thing. And again, I could have done it with water. It's not terrible. It tastes a little watery, but with all that chocolate and everything in it,
It's like, hey,
and coffee and whatnot, it's not
it tastes like you're
terrible.
eating a
It's
spoonful
good.
of cocoa powder.
It's good.
It's good. I like it.
I don't.
No, you don't. But
I-
it doesn't mean it's not good.
I like it.
It's
As
so much
Sabrina
worse.
used to say when she was little. I like it.
It's so much. It is full of
So yeah, Kim says Fairlife is great. So maybe next time we'll do
Fairlife is
that.
just lactose free.
Yeah. It's still milk. It's not made from, almonds. It's milk.
No milking almonds.
Quite honestly, I'm
No
getting sick
milking
of the horror movies.
almonds.
Nut juice. My
I
favorite.
I did not say that.
But,
Shiloh just said nut juice. My favorite.
uh,
It's almond milk. That's what it is.
I wasn't going to go there. Not live. But apparently the 12-year-old is.
I'm a 12-year-old.
She's almost
expected.
13. She is walking like right into 13. She's not like 12 anymore.
She still is 12.
I'm still 12.
She's 12 and
I guess, and my favorite
it's
form of
not even
measurement.
measurable on a tape measure.
She's not 13 yet.
That's
Yeah.
like savor
You
the
keep
moment.
sticking that kid in the dryer for the next month.
I'm just saying, she's not 13 yet. She's still got, like, about a month. A month tomorrow.
Nope.
So, still has 1/12 of a year to go.
Birthday party.
Shiloh's age is always very easy to remember because you just take 10 years off of the current year. So if it's 2023, she's 13. If it's 2049, she's 39. If it's, it's easy to remember.
I'm also your
For
child.
me,
sorry.
it's easy to remember because my father died.
You also gave birth to me.
Yep.
Are you forgetting how I fell out of your womb?
I was going to say, I did not give birth to you.
No,
I
no,
do not
not
have a
you.
womb. Well, I do in VR. We discovered this.
You did.
Bar night on Thursday was an absolute thing. My God, did we have fun. At least I know I did.
I should have went with
And I asked everybody else if they did, and everybody else did say that they had a really good time. It was a blast. My buddy Shawnee, from Halstead, I've known him for like 20 years. He's Native American, and I bust on him sometimes about it, which is fine, because he busts on me for being Italian. Like I said, we've known each other for 20 years, so we don't get offended. It's just fun. And we were doing boys' night on Wednesday, and I was just in a mood. I was on fire. I was like Ryan Reynolds to him all Wednesday night. Morning, Pimp Demon. How are you? Happy Sunday. He said that when he joined the following night, last Thursday, he said he was going to pick on me all night and get me back. So I went into VR chat, because we have bar night in VR chat. I went into VR chat earlier in the day, before bar night, to find some new things to do, because he wanted to do new things, he said. He said, all we do is play murder. He's like, maybe we could do some other stuff too. So, I found zombie tag for us to do, and a place where we could fly dragons and whatnot. Bar nights are great. They really are. So, and then I found, as I was getting ready to leave VR chat, I found a world called Flying Squirrel Party. And it's this, it's a smaller map. It's a Native American forest. And you can sit on a giant squirrel. Not giant, but it's about the size of a Labrador, something around those lines. And you can fly it. It's got a little joystick, and you can fly it through the air and whatnot. So I made it a point to make sure that we were hanging out there until Shawnee got on. And when he loaded into the world, I greeted him upside down, hovering in the air on a flying squirrel, saying, "Welcome to your native land, forest, where your ancestors magically rode flying squirrels. How do you feel? Are you at home now?" And I think, personally to me, it was probably the most epic way to start out a bar night. And he was just like, "Oh, that's cool, yeah. No, we all rode squirrels. Where can I get one?" And I'm like, he's just zipping around the forest on a flying squirrel himself. It was a good time. Bar nights are great. They really, really are. Bar
We were
nights are...
squirreling.
We were absolutely squirreling. Have a lighter?
No, you can't. You just had one.
So yes, bar night really was a good time. And then after we all hung out there, like we played zombie tag, I think we played a few games of murder. We ended up going to that enchanted blue dragon forest, and like me, Shawnee, and Somber were just like flying dragons all over the place, and Lilith and Dodge and Emily are like riding on like people's wings, because like they're playing on desktop, so it wasn't like, I don't know if they can use the joystick controls or not, but they were taken for rides on the wings of these dragons, and it's great. And the best thing about bar night on Thursday is when I'm done at the bar, I take my headset off and I'm home. I don't have to drive. I don't have to do anything dangerous.
Just gotta take off that
I
headset.
just take off the headset.
And you cannot fly dragons at an actual
And I'm
park.
not going to kill anybody. I'm not going to get arrested.
I'm gonna kill people.
No points on my license. Bar nights in VR are a blast. And you don't need a VR headset. VR chat is accessible through desktop mode on a computer. Like playing a video game, basically. Use mouse and keyboard controls and stuff like that. So, you also forgot how to walk. Yes, after I took the headset off. It's a weird thing about VR. I don't know if it's the foveated rendering or what, but in VR, you don't feel intoxicated, which is good. But yeah, I don't know. It's easier to walk, to stand, to see. And you take the headset off and it's back to reality and it's like, oh my god. Everything just catches right up with you when you take the headset off. Not everybody drinks, Pimp Demon. My daughter goes to bar night.
Hello.
She's 12. I'm pretty sure Dodge doesn't
I
drink.
drink iced tea. One time I drank iced tea.
I'm
that
pretty
was
sure
3 days old.
Emily doesn't drink,
It was
and
great.
I'm pretty sure Lilith doesn't drink, at least not all that often. I think one time Lilith did have drinks with us, because I sent him home with a jar of drunken pumpkin. And some Fireball. But yeah, you definitely don't have to drink at bar night. Not everybody drinks. It's more or less just hanging out with people and having a blast. I drink. I do try to, limit it. But yeah, not bar night. Yeah, see? Emily doesn't drink, and she comes every single week. Emily's there. And, I mean, we do drinking games and shit. So, like, Emily's sitting there doing shots of water. It's actually kind of funny. Sorry, excuse her. Excuse. My bad. Slip of the tongue happens a lot. Please don't hold it against me. If I use anybody's pronouns incorrectly, just try and understand. I love you all, but I was born in the 80s. I'm doing my best.
He is but a Gen X child.
I am. I'm a very compliant, understanding, compassionate Gen X child.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
You
Yep.
upset.
Water, coffee, soda,
Tea.
yeah, whatever she's got.
What I drink.
Um,
I'm a big tea fan.
it's a good time. So if you have either a VR headset or desktop computer and you want to come hang out with me and a couple other content creators, authors, just friends of mine, you should come and hang out with us on Thursday. Just come to the Discord and I can give you instructions on how to find us, give you my VR chat name so you can friend request me and I can invite you to the world that we're in and you can have fun playing games with us. Among Us is another good one that we play a lot. I am not part of the Knights of Ni, though I wish I was.
Now
What an
they're the
excuse.
Knights of Nikki.
I mean, listen, like,
I know that whole freaking movie, man.
I call Shiloh bro. Like,
I call everybody dude.
it happens.
Except for my art teacher, because
I
he said
knew
that I
it.
can't call him dude, because he was like, I am not your dude, I am your teacher. And I was like, what the heck, sir?
I'm not the hugest fan of Diet Coke.
Yuck.
I like the Coca-Cola with coffee in it.
Yeah, that shit's awesome.
That's amazing.
Vanilla Coca-Cola coffee is the yum.
Oh.
It is the definite yum.
It is god tier. Okay?
What the fuck's like I could steal a computer? No, don't steal a computer. I cannot advocate theft, so you can join us for bar night.
Steal a computer.
Shiloh's advocating theft.
I am advocate.
I am not
for
advocating
arson.
theft.
I am.
Pimp
Steal
Demon
the
says he
computer
has
and
among
burn down
me.
the place.
Bullshit. He's new metal and walks away. Oh, Lilith.
Farewell, Fuzz.
I'm gonna have to send out my apology letters for Christmas. Sorry guys, if to cut out,
Father's
I
gonna
am
get
needed.
canceled.
Take it easy, Fuzzy. Love you, man. Be safe out there.
Sabian is over party on Twitter.
Stealing a PC is based.
It
I
is.
don't recommend stealing
It
computers.
tastes good.
Probably not a good idea.
It's an amazing idea. I don't know what you're talking about.
Probably not a good idea.
It's a good idea.
Child.
Do it. Not in a video game. In real life. Theft.
I am also going to be closing out the stream in about 5 minutes. So just want to put that out there. I'm going to be going the way of Fuzzy. Going the way of the Fuzzy.
That sounds
Shortly.
so,
I have not, but I'm interested to see if that comes to the VR chat version. That would be cool. I'm actually pretty surprised with like Among Us in VR chat. Like, they did a really good job with that. There was
There's
a
another one.
oh, there's another map.
No, there's like another like VR chat Among Us thing. I don't know if it's on VR chat or if it's on the app.
Yeah,
But
it's
it's,
there's an Among Us VR app,
It's
but
good.
and it
it's
does
really
look cool, and it probably is cooler. But not everybody can play that. Everybody can play VR chat.
Yeah. Which makes it better.
Which
and
makes
you
it
can
better.
Have funky avatars.
I have no problems doing bar night in VR chat for that specific reason, so that like not everybody
Inclusivity.
so not everybody has to have a VR headset. Like if you have a computer, you could still come hang out at bar night. And it's a good time. I mean, usually there's like 7 of us there. Sometimes more, especially like if Emily invites some of her friends from VR chat and stuff in.
It's chill. It's cozy.
It is. And honestly, Pimp Demon, I wouldn't mind keeping the stream open for a little bit longer, but I do have to get myself ready to head out to the hardware store and get myself the part I need so that my neighbor can graciously repair my hot water heater. And then later today, I can take a nice hot shower.
It's weird.
Because
hearing
showers
you
be
say
great.
that.
You're going to have to steal all the socks then. Have fun.
The
I'm
old
running
look.
out. You're going to find like 2 left socks because I've got like 4 socks left.
how is that possible?
It's a joke. I don't know. I'll go sock hunting when I'm done. I literally need socks. Maybe that's why I'm not wearing any. Maybe Sock Goblin already stole them all.
Socks are a scam. They're uncomfortable. They're pants. Pants suck.
I do want to, before I close too, just want to, like I always do, remind you all of the premiere that's coming up this weekend. I don't know how many of you caught last night's story, Connects Ruprecht. That is one of the stories from my Christmas book that came out 2 years ago that hasn't been narrated on the channel yet until yesterday. And Mary P. played Grandma Abby, and she did a really good job with it. And then this coming Saturday is Doughboy 420's Mary Lude, which is also from the same book. And Blades and Nightmare's Edge are in that one. And I really recommend that story coming up this Saturday as well. It's really good. So I do hope you guys are liking all this Christmas festiveness. A festivus for the rest of us. I do love Christmas. We do Pimp Demon. We do bar nights on Thursday. We do it 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then I usually log off at about 9 o'clock, 9:30, and then sometimes everybody else will go to 10 o'clock, 10:30. So I don't know what conversion that would be for you, depending on time zone. But yeah, but it's not spelled like that. It's a legend, a Wikipedia thing.
No, Wikipedia is a scam. Don't Wikipedia.
Mary Lude Wikipedia.
Why is it spelled like that?
It is a holiday tradition from South Wales. So this is a video, a story that Doughboy420 wrote based on a South Wales tradition. It's spelled Marilwyd, and it involves attaching a horse skull to a sheet on a pole, and you decorate the horse skull in Christmas ornaments.
Lovely. Guys, what time is it for all of you?
Demon says it's 30.
It's 30. That's not.
It's 0:30, which is I think like midnight and a half.
And a half.
Yes.
Midnight and a half.
It is.
So exactly 12 hours difference between us. So it would be for you, would happen at probably Friday, 6:30 in the morning until 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning. So yours would be bar morning. Not having to work Friday is good. I agree.
I eat Fridays.
I eat Christmas.
I eat Fridays. Guys, what do you think a reindeer tastes like?
No, don't say that.
Yum.
No, probably like venison.
No,
Because it is in fact a deer, just with funkier horns and cold.
Yum.
Red robins.
It's probably fattier. Probably has more marbleization to the meat because they...
They need more fat to live because it's chilly.
I don't know. Like, I'd feel bad killing a reindeer, but I wouldn't feel
I'd
bad for
munch on
eating
one.
one.
I'd munch on a reindeer.
we know what you would do.
Okay, so you're 6 hours off. So you're actually 6 hours ahead of me. So bar night for you would happen from 12:30 in the morning until like 3 in the morning.
Oh God.
If you wanted to come, it would be a very late night for you, but you are more than welcome. So, especially if you don't have to work Friday, you might that might actually be feasible. Yeah, I'm thinking as well, but I think they would taste like a more marbleized, fattier version, but with a Christmas vibe. A reindeer would taste similar to venison with a Christmas vibe. Does anybody else taste peppermint?
Ornaments. I love seasoning my reindeer with ornaments.
And on the note of seasoning, I am going to have to cut this seasonal blood and beans, I would say short, but it has been an hour and 2 minutes. I can't believe I've been rambling for an hour.
The 2 minutes was very important.
It was. It was. I'm going to have to close down the stream, though. I do need to get ready to go to the store and get my hot water repaired so my family can take showers. I absolutely love you guys. Thank you so much for spending part of your Sunday or Saturday, Monday, whatever your time zone is. Thank you for spending part of it with me. Hope you guys are safe. Have a great rest of your day. And have a happy holiday season. Be safe and stay creepy. Frank, I have to say hello and goodbye. I love you.
Bye, goodbye.
Thanks you for stopping in. It's very nice to see you. Happy Sunday, my friend. Be safe out there. Love you guys.
Ta-ta, kings.
Peace out.
Stay comfy.